Hello, this is Wmpyr. I received a comment from a person who said they wanted to start training off of my videos. So I'm going to make a quick video to help you guys get started if you're in that boat. Okay, so first of all, that makes me very happy. That's what I'm here for. And let me give a little bit of, I don't want to say formality, but so first of all, I officially started my martial arts training in 1991, and I never stopped since. I just been hooked, and ever since. And in 1991, it was a Korean-based system. It was a mixed style. It was a Korean-based system, but that instructor also did Arnis. So he taught me Arnis, which is a Filipino martial arts. It's the same as Eskrima and Kali, and his teacher was Professor Remy Presas from the Philippines. Okay, and that's my lineage, but that sounds way more fancy on paper. In reality, I'm not affiliated or connected with that school or any school. So what I'm teaching you guys is my own interpretation of Filipino martial arts. So I just want to make that very black and white, very clear. I don't belong to any organization, and I don't plan to. That's not my thing. I like martial arts way too much, and I like the different styles, the different methodologies. So I want to venture off into that, and if I feel like focusing more on one, I will. And so I want you guys to understand that. So if you're watching my videos and you want to know what is the proper textbook Filipino martial arts and what is, the stuff that you made up, just ask me, and I'll be very direct about it. I have no problem, and I'll tell you, okay, so that's very conventional. You go to any Filipino martial arts school, 90% of the time they're going to do it that way. Or this is what I evolved or what I modified for me. So, I got no problem. I try to make that clear in the videos, but I may not be clear in some. So if that's the case, once again, please just ask, okay? So, and remember, if you go to my email, knifebat@yahoo.com, that's a much better way for me to get back to you, okay, than just one of the comments on YouTube, because sometimes that just slips by. So, all right, when you get started in Filipino martial arts, the great thing is, you want to do sticks. That's our main thing. And the great thing is we start you with the sticks from day one, all right? Now, if you don't have sticks, and let's say you're on a business trip in a hotel or something, get some hangers, whatever you can find. A pen or even a shoe, all right, and practice. Just get some repetitions that way. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and that's fine. But ultimately, you do want to invest or make your own sticks. That's where you want to go to. So if you get a broom and cut it in half, that's fine. That could be your first pair of sticks, But you definitely want to have single and double, so get two. Okay, now as you can see, mine is made of PVC, so it's plastic. I got this at Lowe's or Home Depot, I don't remember which one, and it was about $2-3 for one of these, so it's very, very affordable. I really like it. Now the length they recommend is from your armpit to your fingertips. As you can see, mine doesn't go to the fingertips, so it's pretty short. It's pretty short, it's pretty light. The thickness right here is about the size of a quarter, or the cap on your standard bottle cap. So about the same, as you can see. The reason why mine is plastic, mine is shorter and lighter, is because I'm indoors when I make these videos. So the lighter the stick, the less damage to the wall, the TV, the window, because sometimes accidents happen. So I want to keep it light. I want to keep it on the shorter side, less likely to bang stuff. So that's really the reason, okay? keep in mind, this is the general idea. The heavier the stick, the better it is for muscle development, but not for skill development. The lighter the stick, it's easier for skill development, but not for muscle development. And then in combat, what you're going to want is you're going to want a heavier stick, so it's solid, and then a little bit longer because now you have reach. So for combat, that's what you want. But for training, you know, once again, especially indoors, I go with a lighter, smaller stick. But what I do recommend ultimately is to have a bunch of different types of sticks. And I do. And I train with different ones. All right. So ultimately that is the best, especially if you're into improvised weapons, which for me, that's huge. That is one of the reasons to train in Filipino martial arts is improvised weapons, is to be able to grab whatever. But then in order to be able to grab whatever and be comfortable with it and turn it into a weapon, then that means you got to be used to switching and not be like, this is my favorite pair of sticks, so I'm just going to use this all the time. Then you're not going to be good at adapting. So it's good to have a bunch of different sticks, different material, different lengths, different weights, different densities. Okay, and I've even had some where some of them had stuff right here, or it had different textures and whatnot as well. So, okay, the next thing is let me talk to you guys about grip. Okay, so grip wise, the most common grip I would say is this, where you have like a fist, a little bit like a fist amount open right here, this much space. Okay, the reason being is we use this bottom part for striking, for hooking, for pinning, for disarming. You know, so there's various usage there. So this is the most common grip I've seen in Filipino martial arts. The second most common is to grab it down here. And when you do this, it increases your power. So the same concept as a nunchuck. So you have the middle of the stick, and the further down you go, the more power. The higher up you go, the more control. It's just like a nunchuck, okay? Sometimes, or maybe a lot of times in my videos, you might see me holding it like way up here. You know, once again, more control, but the real reason why I'm doing it is because I'm in a confined space. So right here, there's a camera. Right here, this is the wall. There's actually a chair like right here. And the TV is right there. This is Stickman, and this is another wall. So I'm in a pretty small space here. You can't see it, but I am. So I shortened the stick. That's all it is, really. That's the main reason. But I also noticed that when I do this, I have to be mindful of this because it can hit me. You know, as I'm doing this, it can get caught. It was also with the other stick. If I have both of these like this, they can catch each other. So it helps me become extra mindful of that. So I'm also working on reverse grip with the knife too. But the main reason is just because I'm in a small area. That's really the reason. Okay. So like I said, the two main grips to work on is this one. You have a little bit sticking an inch and a half, or all the way down. This is the most conventional. Okay. So that's a good place to start you guys off. All right, so if you have any questions, please ask. That's what I'm here to help you guys. I'm just a guide, you know. I'm here to share my 2 cents. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.